What is going on, guys? Today we are back. We're playing The Valley, the Old Farm on Farming Simulator 22. We are working on episode 11. And today, well, we got some new equipment. Probably shouldn't have done all this considering we're trying to make profit instead of lose money, but we had to have this kind of stuff in order to make this happen. But today we've got our anhydrous set up here and a humongous ass tractor. We're going to work on that cornfield. We lost some footage. This was originally planned for episode 12, but I lost a drive, so I lost some footage. It was the only footage I actually lost was episode 11. But it's all good. Episode 11, I'll just tell you what we did. We bought the 2 new grass fields and went and literally just tested the soil. That's all we did. So you didn't miss much, but it was meant to be a pretty fun episode. But yeah, we kind of lost that. We're going to set this thing down and get it turned on. And we're just going to start dragging this field. This is going to be kind of tight as we get used to working with this equipment. This is a big ass John Deere. I think it's a 9060 or some shit like that. I'm not sure, but a lot of you that don't play PC may not know about anhydrous. Basically what it is, it's I can cultivate and lime at the same time, so all I have to do is plant and fertilize, or just go ahead and fertilize when I'm done. But for this episode, I'm pretty sure we're just going to focus on getting this field cultivated up, because we got to get our corn back in it. Corn is what was in it, but last time we done that as chaff, and this time we're actually going to run some grain. That way we can start putting some bank in our pocket. But pretty much, I mean, you see what goes on. I got this big ass, basically like cultivator behind me, and behind that is a set of anhydrous tanks. It is, 8 in the morning in game, and we're in December, so this ground would technically not be getting done right now, depending where you live, but it's alright. We're working down to the wire this year. We got to get the corn in the ground. And we're going to do that at whatever it takes. But I bought all this stuff off screen. That way you didn't have to see me fighting to get it all set up. And you guys just get to see it used. But I'm going to have to try to swing this thing pretty tightly and go from there. But this is the corner I worry about, because it's kind of like a hairpin. And we're going to make everything happen, but it's definitely not going to be a fun one. Yeah, we missed that tip, so we've got to try to get this thing spun around. But either way, I mean, I knew this corner would be fun, and we'll probably have the same issue every time we do anhydrous. I've got to get it to start spinning around just to get the tip, because I don't want to miss that. But kind of wedged on the tree. I'm just going to drag it against the tree. Probably going to hit that one too, but this thing's so big, and this field's massive. It's just in a weird spot. So, once we get that corner out of the way, we should be okay. We're probably going to hit the fence on the top side up here when we go to come around, but it's going to be okay. We just got to clug along and hope for better days. But I felt like this was the probable setup for all this. I felt like this was the better choice. So this is what we went with. You know, it may not have been in my best interest, but I wanted to run anhydrous on this map. So this is prime farmland. I mean, you can see how green it is, but it's also, you know, our grass fields aren't the greatest, and you'll notice that in a future episode. I've already got quite a bit of this series recorded. I'm just playing a little catch up. I'd initially planned to drop episode 11 about 4 days ago, at the time of the audio recording, but you still may not even see this episode for 2 or 3 days. But you know, we had some select issues, you know, and it definitely caused us a headache. You know, I lost a hard drive, so it's all good, and it was just happened to be my video storage drive, but it's okay. I still had an extra one in the system that I used for some odd and end files. We'll just use it for video storage as well, but we're gonna chug away at this video and hope for something a little better to come about it. I want to get the audio done for this one, and then I've got to decide what I'm doing for the main page and the video that always comes out before the farm videos. But I don't know yet. I haven't completely made my mind up on it, but we are going to work on that probably just as soon as I'm done doing the audio for this video. It's going to be a pain in my ass to catch back up now that I've lost a drive, but it's okay. We just gotta get this field done. I think the planting is gonna be more fun than it's gonna be to cultivate it, but I did pick up a big ass Kinsey planter, so that should be a great time. But at least, you know, my field's got lime in it now, and I don't have to come back and do 2 separate things. So kind of glad I picked this setup up. I've used this on a different map. I can't remember what it was called, but I've tinkered with this a little bit, so I'm kind of a little familiar with it. And I've had a hard last week. Both my kids were sick and everything, so it's been kind of hard to get anything done with 2 screaming banshees, and yeah. So I just kind of haven't done anything up until now. And this is kind of the outcome, just kind of tinkering around on the farm. You know, I feel like it's been ages since I have done anything with it. But we're getting back to current episodes, and I'm going to start trying to crank away at them and start releasing more frequent videos compared to what I usually do. You know, it was a nice little vacay, but not a vacay with the kids screaming, and yeah, I felt so bad for both of them. My son had the hand, foot, and mouth, and my daughter, she had something that's called rhinovirus, and I've never heard of it, but she had it. Leave it to my daughter to have something I've never heard of, but she's a great rugrat. I love her to death. She's my baby. And she's mocking me for saying she's my baby, but yep, both my little turds here with me today. They're good kiddos. Which they're always here with me, but usually I try to do this stuff when my mom's home, but lately I've just been doing it, and however it comes out, it comes out. I'm not going to do 60 takes on a video anymore, just because one of my kids is whimpering a little bit or wants something. I'm just not going to do that anymore. gonna work straight through it. I'll assist them as I'm doing the video, audio, and just be done with it. It's just easier for me to do it that way. Won't be like that forever. My babies are my babies, and that's gonna be that for a little while longer. My daughter should be ready to start school next year, so that leaves me just a little one. But I don't think her mom wants her to go to public school. I think she wants to homeschool her, so my little man, he's over here playing with one of his little teething toys. He's teething right now, so that's definitely been fun. Especially when they're in that teething age, because they just scream a lot, but it didn't help. He was sick pretty much from the last video y'all seen from me. Both my kids got sick that next morning, so I didn't get much of a chance to work on anything, being back and forth to doctors and everything else. So it's just been terrible lately. Am I happy that I'm getting to do something now? Abso-fucking-lutely, because I've been drove insane for a fucking week, and they're both up feeling better now, so that's good for me because I get time to work and everything. But you can't never tell. It's kind of one of those things that this takes dedication. I mean, hell, anybody can record anything. I mean, anybody can do it. You gotta have the dedication to do it. And I've drove myself a bit insane trying to keep up with everything that I need to be working on. So, I do leisure play every so often, and hell, if I just decide it's worth recording, I end up recording it, but you never really know with me. It's just, it's nothing no different, but I'm glad that at the same time we've been able to get some videos going again. I mean, I've been recording the whole time they've been sick, just not audio, because I haven't had the time. And hell, even my wife was sick for 3-4 days. She had strep throat. I'm the only one in the house that hasn't been sick, but that don't mean it ain't gonna happen. So I've been trying to keep up with all three of them, make sure they don't need anything, and wearing myself down in the process. Still tired. That seems to never change anymore. I never have any energy. But, it's all good. It just kind of one of those things that I push through. I mean, I take a nap when my kids take a nap during the day, but sometimes it just be like that. And I can't believe we've only been at this for almost 14 minutes, and we've about got this whole field finished up, which, I mean, that's good. I'm not going to complain. But short video this episode, guys. This is just kind of the way it's going to go this episode. We're just going to get this field prepped and ready, and then when you see me again, we're going to flood through and just go ahead and knock out probably planting and fertilizing or whatever we're going to do. I haven't made my mind up yet, but at least we took care of the lime in one go, and I didn't have to worry about coming back a second time. And that measly little tiny plow I use on that other field down there just wouldn't have cut this job, and neither would the measly little planter I have. So we got some bigger shit, now. In a future episode, we are going to pay off all of our leases. Or I may do that just off cam, and then I'll tell you when I've done it. But I don't know. I got to decide what needs to be paid off first and what needs to be taken care of. But coming upon our last pass here. So, Hans, could you chill with that, please? But that's pretty much the end of that. We're going to get this thing picked up and took back over here. We're going to go ahead and go fill the anhydrous tank back up and park this gigantic tractor back where I have it. I don't have proper storage for this big guy, but it's probable. It all works out for us, and that's pretty much the thing about it. I think we got like 500,000 in this freaking monstrosity set up here. So it's kind of one of those things. I mean, it's neat to have, and you've never seen me use it in a video before, so I kind of mixed it up on you guys a little. Let that anhydrous tank fill up. I've already had that big tank filled up, so we got plenty to go for a little while. I do have a cough, but not sick yet. But that's pretty much gonna do it for this episode, guys. We're just gonna park this thing right here and love all you guys. We'll see you guys in another video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching me. See ya.